about the all-in watch party. So we are going to do a special all-in watch party. So how it's going to go down is it's going to be me, Dave, and of course Alex will be involved in this watch party. Justin will not be able to be available that day, so it'll be just us three guys. We're going to be on Twitch. How we're going to do it is you'll be able just to look at my lovely face. You'll have the bizarre one on the computer as well as Alex. We're just going to watch party with everybody on Twitch. Now, as everybody is known as tonight, we also announced on Twitch that we have joined on Patreon. We kind of did it before. When we first started, we had a little Patreon. It wasn't very successful. And so what we thought we would do is we brought it back. This time we brought it back with a little bit, spicing it up a little bit. So we're not going to be going on here and begging you guys for money, begging you to go on our Patreon, donate money. It's all up to you guys to do that. But there will be different tiers for you guys to donate. Of course, there's just $1 you can throw in if you just want to support us. Hey, here's a little $1 for us. Throwing you some support. We love your show. Or there's going to be a $5 tier. The $5 tier will consist of you being in all the giveaways. Every giveaway. That means a giveaway will be once a month. We do throw out free giveaways every now and then. We're going to be doing another one on SummerSlam. You will not have to be subscribed to our Patreon. But after today, or after SummerSlam, we're going to be doing one every month. If you subscribe to our Patreon, you'll be automatically in there. So if there's only one guy that bid in $5 tier, that person will get the giveaway. So I think you have a better chance of winning giveaways on that. So also, Dave came up with another great idea was we're going to come up with another tier, and that'll probably be like a $10 tier. And this will be if you want to join us for the watch party. If you want to get on our Google Hangout and you want to join us and watch the whole event live with us, hit chat, shoot the shit, as we like to say, $10. But yeah, if that's up to you, if you can just sit in the chat room and chat with everybody else and chat with us as well. This is just a little bit this. I know a lot of people don't want to do super hearts because they don't really trust Periscope very much. So here's another offer from you if you would like to donate to the channel. Other than that, that's probably the last time you're going to hear about Patreon. I'll mention it every now and then, specifically for the giveaways. Like I said, if you are in a $5 tier, you will be in a WWE giveaway every month. And I don't care what shirt. You can pick Roman Reigns. You can pick fucking whoever. Whatever shirt, I will order it and send it directly to your house. You won't pay for nothing. No shipping or handling. If you wear a XXX, triple X, whatever, if there's more to that shirt, if it costs more just because it's a triple X, doesn't matter. I would really would appreciate anything you can offer us. $1, 50 cents. I don't think you can offer anything less than $1. I'm not really sure, but yeah, that's it. Any thoughts on that, Dave? Because you came up with the idea about them joining the watch party, and I think that would be perfect. I know a lot of people want to come on the show, especially for the Impact shows. So here's another opportunity for you guys to do that. So before we jump into Raw, any thoughts on that, Dave? Anything you would like to point out or say?
Yeah, I mean, we're not trying to make everything super expensive for people, and we're just trying to, everything that gets donated is going straight to the show. It's going straight to the show. We're trying to make it easy for people. We're not trying to overcharge people like some of these other podcasts out there. They put out good content, yes, but it's still a little pricey for a lot of average working people who can't really afford a lot of this stuff. And $1, $5, even $10 isn't a lot to sacrifice for a lot of people. So, we're just trying to make it fun. And this watch party thing, I'm excited for it. It sounds really fun.
Yeah, so
and who knows?
Yeah, so really quick. I'm sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, who knows? Maybe down the line, we'll all sit down and discuss possibly doing a watch-along, like a retro pay-per-view or something like that.
No, or even a big-time pay-per-view, like a WrestleMania, something like that. So we will definitely – we're trying to spice it up, get some more of you guys getting more involved into the show other than calling in and doing the same stuff that we usually do with you guys. But, hey, having you guys actually be a part of the show. If you want to be on a Thursday night show, as you all know, since Alex has that – doctor job, he's not available all the time. So Thursdays, it's just Dave and I. So if you guys want to come on and talk with us on NXT, Impact, whatever you guys want to talk about, even if you want to join us on a Saturday night show, you're more than welcome to. It'd be very cool. So, hey, Red Sox fan, I'm talking to you, Mr. Talk Shit. Put $5 down. Come on Saturday night. There he is right there. Come on in Saturday night and come on the show with us when we talk New Japan Pro Wrestling. So you can we can talk shit to each other instead of you talking and typing on the screen. That'd be a lot more funner. But yeah, let's jump into Raw because I'm sure everybody's excited to talk about Raw tonight. After we got a pretty solid SmackDown Live and a solid main event, and I think I surprised a lot of you, I'm sure, on who won the main event tonight on SmackDown Live. So let me pull up on the whole Raw stuff. I had it right here. Anything else you guys want to say about the Patreon? Is it too much? I don't want y'all guys to feel like you have to donate. It's just throwing it out there. But it's more of a guy because I know a lot of you guys like to win. Who doesn't? So here's an opportunity for you guys to win something every month. So let's go. Raw result. Are you ready? Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Kurt Angle opens the show, making his way to the ring along with Constable Corbin. Kurt Angle welcomes everyone to the show and talks about Ronda Rousey fighting on Raw tonight and says Ronda is a champion in his book. Kurt and then insults Brock and talks about Brock's attack on him last week. And that's when we got the "This is my yard now, man" Roman Reigns coming down to the ring. Pretty much telling Kurt that he told him, he told him that this was going to happen, that he shouldn't have had him arrested, and pretty much calling Corbin a coward from running from him. The whole spew that was pretty much going to lead to what we got, which was the opening segment. The opening match of Raw, which is Roman Reigns taking on Corbin. Anything you got? Anything you want to throw in about Roman Reigns and Constable Corbin? Kind of had a feeling that this match was going to end up happening, especially since what we got from them last week.
Are they building something towards Corbin and Reigns now going down the line? Because it seemed everyone thought, Corbin's getting this big push, joining whatever you want to call it, Team Stephanie and all that, and it's like he's basically become just like a big joke.
Yeah, I see a lot of people saying the match was okay, solid match. I thought the match wasn't bad. I thought the Corbin sliding out of the ring, knocking the cameraman over was pretty funny. But the one thing I did not like about this match, and you might give me heat on it, and that's Finn Balor coming down to the ring, and Corbin, instead of, Corbin's the last couple of weeks, what's Corbin's big old gripe about Finn Balor? Oh, he's small, he can't do this, I'm big, bad motherfucker, I can just run over Finn Balor. And what does he do? He backs down from Finn Balor. Runs away from Finn Balor, someone he could probably just run right over. Didn't really care for that too much. But did end up getting Corbin back into the ring. Roman Reigns, Superman punches him, and Reigns wins, excuse me. Brings more momentum to him towards Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. Anything else you want to touch on Roman Reigns? I did want to mention that he did get a lot of cheers last night. I don't know if it was because it was in Jacksonville, Florida, or what, but he was getting some cheers last night. I was actually surprised at how many he was actually getting.
I mean, the match I could care less about, but one thing I did notice that they had to point out, which, look, it's cool the way he did. I get it. Other wrestlers do this. Other wrestlers do this all the time, but they don't sit there and put it on the big screen and talk about it all. Other wrestlers do this. I'm sure other guys do it all the time who don't even get talked. Because it was Roman Reigns, they had to put it out there. Oh, Roman Reigns gave his gloves to this kid and stuff like that. Did all that. And they had to make sure they point that out.
That was...
Yeah, but how many other wrestlers do that?
Yeah, true, but that's a pretty cool moment, man. Imagine that kid gets to do the Shield, the pose with Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That made that kid's life right there.
How many times does AJ Styles pull a young fan in the ring and give him the belt and hold it up for him and all that? And they don't show that live like that. I mean, it's a big difference. And the girls, I don't know if you caught this, but it was big online, but this girl kind of put her hand out to Reigns and pulled it back.
Put her hand out and she took it back. Oh, Slickster. I was like, I saw that. That was pretty funny that she did that to him. I'm sure he didn't give a shit about what she did, but that was pretty funny. Props to her for doing that. Yeah, she got her 5 seconds of fame. That's for sure. It's a good spot. Everybody always wants to complain about Roman. Yeah, exactly. And I thought that was like I don't. We all hate on Roman for certain things, but hey, man, that was a nice moment. Even if
No, I'm not.
WWE probably told him to do it, who cares? It was a nice moment, and I'm
I'm not
sure that
hating,
kid will never forget it.
I'm not hating on Roman Reigns for doing it. I'm hating the fact that they had to make sure they publicize it live on Raw when every wrestler does something like that. I mean, how many Make-A-Wishes has John Cena done and invited kids
Appreciate the
to
invite, followers. Thank you.
TV and stuff, and they don't highlight every single thing he did. Like, I'm not saying they will with Roman, but it's just
Thank
funny
you
to
for
me how they have to highlight that live where everyone can see, oh, Roman Reigns is really a really good guy so outside of wrestling. So look what he did for this kid. I mean, look what he did for this. It's
it's
like,
whatever to get him over, man. They're trying. You mean they're trying? WWE is really trying this time, and you can really tell that they're really trying this time because now they got Heyman involved. Once they got Heyman involved, you knew that WWE is really, really, really trying to do something here. They're trying to get Roman over. Yes, the line when Cole says that the management or the company's against him. Yes, it's laughable. It's comedy when he says that. Yeah, we get it. But hey, WWE is trying their ass off this time. This isn't lazy booking like we got with Roman and Brock in the past, where the whole Brock doesn't show up. That's why we're supposed to hate him. They're throwing other aspects into the mix where, yeah, they're showing that he's a warm-hearted guy. He'll go up to fans in the crowd, sure. But getting Heyman involved and then it's bringing it to another level, in my opinion. So at least you got to say WWE is at least trying. They're at least trying. But let's move on to something that they're also trying, and that's Mojo Rawley.
oh,
I don't know what they're trying to do with Mojo, but he had a match last night with Bobby Roode. And does anything about Mojo Rawley scream WWE champion? Any type of champion, Intercontinental U.S. title. I mean, you could throw in world title as well, but
well, how many guys do though? I mean, seriously, when you look at a lot of the guys that they push, they don't. Even though I guess Dolph is a bad example. Okay, does R-Truth scream WWE champion? No, but he's still on TV because he does a good. He has his little funny stuff he does and stuff like. I'm not R-Truth,
but
other
R-Truth is a little bit more believable character than Rawley. Like what is Rawley right now? Can you tell me what is his persona? What's his gimmick? What's Rawley all about?
I guess he's kind of like a bully, maybe.
Like that's all. I don't get nothing from Rawley right now, and I'm sure this man has a lot of potential. I haven't actually kind of digged him in NXT for a little bit, but they haven't really done anything since bringing him up on the main roster. They teamed him up with Zack Ryder for a little bit. That didn't go anywhere. And now they're separated. And you would think maybe, just throwing it out there, a feud between the two guys would maybe help O'Reilly out. Wouldn't you think?
Seen that, though.
Yeah,
that
but
was a
bring
big
it back.
SmackDown.
Yeah, but they didn't really. I don't know. Did they really go in as deep as they could between the two? I don't think they did. I mean, you want to make Rawley some kind of star. That's what I'm guessing. You can't team up, have him face Bobby Roode, and then have him lose to Bobby Roode, someone who hasn't done shit in the last couple of months.
I was shocked by that. I thought Bobby Roode was losing that match.
Well, me too. Like, there's like 3 guys on Raw last night I saw, and I tweeted out, WWE has no idea what the hell they're doing with Elias, Mojo Rawley, of course Finn Balor, and fucking Kevin Owens, even Jinder Mahal. You can throw in there.
Bobby Lashley.
These guys have no fucking direction. Yeah, Bobby Lashley either. They have no direction, none whatsoever. They don't know what the hell they're gonna do with them. Now we get Elias. At least we're getting Elias back on the screen and getting him performing, which got him over in the first place. But we're getting him stuck in a feud that really nobody gives a damn about, which is with Bobby Lashley. It's a shame. But anyways, your thoughts on the Rawley and Bobby Roode match? Bobby Roode does get the win. What's next?
Probably he'll lose next week to Rawley now, because it seemed like tonight's Raw was just a throwaway Raw, all about Ronda Rousey. That's all they care about. We're going to give you Ronda Rousey live, and that's it. She's going to wrestle, and you're get everything else for the next 2.5 hours, 2 hours 45 minutes is going to be complete shit. And that's pretty much what it was. It was complete shit the rest of the time. I mean, there's nothing to. This match is a main event worthy match, and not. I do not mean the main event of Raw. I mean the TV show main event. That's what this match should have been on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was about Raw. Okay, everybody, press 1 in the chat that you thought you were dreaming when you saw Raw highlighting Alicia Fox's career. Come on now. Come on now. I'm not the only one who had to pinch themselves for a minute when they're highlighting Alicia Fox's career.
Because they're trying to
on Raw. I know they're trying to get you to remember who she is, but my God, they're trying to build her up like she was some kind of fucking superstar. Like she's a future Hall of Famer.
You know what this reminded me of? Is like a UFC show.
Yeah.
You know, that they're hyping up a big fight coming. Here's a big match, a live main event. I don't even know if the ratings were good last night. I don't know. Or even that final segment ratings, but I didn't see that. But if anyone knows, I would love to know the ratings for even last night, because I think it was a shit show all around.
But
I mean,
we'll get to Rousey and Alicia Fox in a minute because I don't want to rant too much, and I don't disrespect Alicia Fox. She's done her time in the WWE. She's worked hard. But to me last night, and Bobby Rousey kind of made a point on Twitter that you could have matched up anybody with Rousey. We would have had the match we got last night. I kind of had to disagree with him on that respectfully because I think last night Alicia Fox was probably the worst fucking opponent to put against Rousey last night. So let's move on to what else we got. We had the backstage segment between Seth confronts Kurt and asks for some way to even the odds against Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. And Kurt says Seth will be in a tag match against Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre tonight. Oh, goody. Something we've been getting the last fucking 3 weeks on Raw.
Yep.
So I'm thinking, oh, shit, maybe we get Dean Ambrose. Maybe we get Jason Jordan. But no, we get Roman Reigns in a backstage segment saying, who was it that came up to him it was to originally try to team up with Seth. Tyler Breeze. And I'm like, oh, okay. Tyler Breeze, Seth Rollins, I can dig that. Giving Breeze a little bit of a spotlight on TV. Maybe Rollins, the tag team probably loses. Breeze takes the loss, but maybe Breeze can get a little bit of a showtime in front of everybody, not stuck in some kind of comedic form or anything. But no, we get who else? But Roman Reigns. Step aside, little Tyler Breeze. I got this. I'm going to team up with Seth Rollins. And I just rolled my fucking eyes. I'm like, seriously, WWE? You couldn't throw in a curveball,
Or even like a guy like Bobby Lashley would have been perfect to team with Rollins.
Bobby Lashley would have been nice. But what do you get, Michael Cole? Oh, my God. Tonight, we're going to get Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins teaming up, taking on Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler. Like, we haven't seen that match 2 weeks ago. Michael Cole, did you think we forgot? Hello. Wake up there, Michael Cole. He played this matchup like we've never seen it before. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, next we got Elias talking about his album, trying to perform a song in front of the crowd. And that's when we get Bobby Lashley interrupting him. And we got that whole hoopla. So it looks like what we've been all talking about on the last couple of shows. It looks like we're going to get Elias taking on Bobby Lashley, most likely at SummerSlam, probably a pre-show match. Is this a match that you care for at all, Dave?
Not really. I mean, I don't understand what the hell they're doing with either guy, really. I mean, like you said earlier, they have no direction with any of these guys. It's like, is this just because you have nothing else for them and you don't know what to do, really? I mean, that's basically what we're doing. It's like the booking on Raw last night was just terrible. The matches were bad. It seemed like a really crappy Monday Night Raw. And it was.
It was, listen, man, Raw next week is the go-home show to SummerSlam.
I'm not holding my breath for anything good.
And when last night's Raw, when there's probably maybe 2 or 3 segments that were very good out of a 3-hour show, when there's 2 weeks away from SummerSlam, is not good. It's not good. I don't care what you say. I mean, it doesn't get you hyped for SummerSlam. It doesn't get you excited for SummerSlam. Even if it's Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar for the 175th time in the main event, we should still be excited for SummerSlam. It's fucking SummerSlam, you know? There's only maybe a handful of matches, if that I'm excited for at SummerSlam. And it's just poor booking. It's lazy booking on Raw. SmackDown Live has been doing pretty good the last 2 weeks. SmackDown wasn't that good either. We got Mella and the Iconics in the same fucking... But yeah. Fair point. All right, let's move on to another tag team that WWE has no idea what they're doing with, and that's AOP. They have them competing in singles matches against the Titus Worldwide. This time it was Rezar taking on Titus O'Neil. Rezar gets the win. Why can't they be booked like the Bludgeon Brothers are on SmackDown Live?
Because I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's pretty. I don't know. They don't know what they're doing with these guys either. And it's just. Yeah.
I tweeted last night. This team was a dominant tag team. And the response I got was some of these responses I got from last night on Twitter were hilarious. And I don't want to get back and forth on our Get the Tables podcast Twitter account. I don't want to like go back and forth and get heated. I just liked it and moved on. But I tweeted out, this team was a dominant tag team in NXT. Held the titles forever. They get moved to the main roster and they looked like jokes. And once they dropped Ellering, that was bad news bears to me. But not only that, I get the response from someone on Twitter. It's just showing how tough the competition is on the main roster. Are you fucking kidding me? They're losing to Titus Worldwide, not to the Revival. You know, give me a break. I didn't tweet that back to them, but I'm just scratching my head at that response. But another, like you said, that tag team that they have no idea what they're doing with. Of course, they're probably saving them for down the line to win the tag titles. But wow. Wow.
Yeah, it really is the dog days of summer. And if anyone is interested, last night's Raw did a 2.80 million viewers. And the final segment was Ronda Rousey. The week before, it did 1.97 thousand viewers. And then Ronda Rousey segment was a 126.00. So it was down for the third hour last segment.
Well, because Raw, I mean, what do you expect? Yeah, Apollo Crews, we talk about him nonstop on this show. Is probably another guy that WWE has no idea what they're doing with. Is Apollo Crews, a guy that should probably just ask to be released. But imagine Apollo Crews on fucking Impact, right? Imagine Apollo Crews on Impact Wrestling. I'm not trying to compare the two, but like, goodness gracious. Anyways, Braun Strowman took on Jinder Mahal, but before that, we had the Kevin Owens show, and I mean, where they had this set up wasn't obvious that something was going to happen. You know, instead of having them in the middle of the ring like the Kevin Owens shows usually is, they have them on the middle of the stage on a platform. Which then led to Braun Strowman kind of turning back the time, everybody, something that we haven't seen Braun Strowman do, and that was cause chaos, and he flipped the platform over with both Jinder and Kevin Owens on top of it, which then led to Jinder taking on Braun Strowman. Jinder gets the win via disqualification, and now they're playing up to now Braun Strowman is on a losing streak, everybody. Your thoughts, Dave? What's up, bot?
Yeah, this was kind of obvious what they were doing to Kevin Owens, but yeah. I mean, hey, good for Jinder. He got a win. Enjoy the win. It's probably the last one he's going to get for a while, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. We all know Strowman's not losing to Owens at SummerSlam. I mean, This is another pointless feud they're doing for some reason. I don't know why. It's just pointless.
Right. Why does losses exactly, Baba Rusi? Why does a loss even? Why would Strowman care if he lost 100 matches in a row? He holds the most precious prize of them all, everybody, and that's the not the money in the bank. It's the monster in the bank. You know. And here I'm talking shit about Braun Strowman. I'm wearing a Braun Strowman shirt. Fucking slap me in the face. But anyways, like, come on now. We all know Braun isn't going to lose to Kevin Owens. No way, no how. Is there anything else you want to throw out this? Because, man, we're just flying through Raw right now.
No, not really. I mean, nothing really to talk about here.
Okay, so after that, we did have Constable Corbin is talking to Stephanie on the phone and gives phone to Kurt. Angle agrees to whatever Stephanie is saying, and that's pretty much that Roman Reigns will be taken out of the tag match because she is worried about the main event at SummerSlam. So she said, "We're just gonna take out Roman Reigns, and we're instead of it." And replacing Reigns with another person, like a Balor or fucking who else, maybe even a Tyler Breeze of all people. We're gonna make it a handicap match. We're just gonna make it a handicap match. So we get a handicap match between Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, and Seth Rollins. Of course, Ziggler and McIntyre get the win, but my God, are they not trying to spoil some type of surprise at SummerSlam with this match? Because how many times are they going to mention that Drew McIntyre can cost Seth Rollins this match? How many times? Can Rollins overcome McIntyre to win the World Intercontinental Championship? They're just screaming Dean Ambrose is going to come down and help Seth Rollins. This is all that's happening. Could they give it away even more, WWE? Come on now. Settle down, calm down, take a deep breath. We don't need to hear this 12 times a night during a Raw. You know, come on now. Dave, your thoughts on this handicap tag match?
I mean, come on, Reigns. What's more important? I thought Rollins was your best friend, one of your best friends, and you screw the title shot. They said if you go out there, you're gonna lose your title shot. I mean, come on, why not go help your friend? It's not like you're not.
Exactly? What's the famous line that friends use? Bros before hoes. So basically, he just picked the belt over Seth. That's not a friend you want around. That's not a friend you want hanging around with. Is that? That's not like brother. Come on now.
Yeah, I mean, it's Roman Reigns. It's not like he's not going to get another title shot. I mean, come on, he gets one every month.
Exactly. Right. You'll get one at Royal Rumble. Probably will win the Royal Rumble as well. So, I mean, we couldn't just come on now, Roman. Nah, we're just playing. I mean, come on, WWE. Really, seriously, WWE. You couldn't put someone in with Seth Rollins. Seriously, if you're gonna have Rollins lose anyways, you couldn't throw in Tyler Breeze or a Finn Balor or someone around that line just to get in the match and make it a little bit more entertaining. We've seen these matches the last few weeks, WWE. Throw something different.
Yeah. And another thing that threw me off was it keeps throwing me off each week, I guess, is that does Stephanie not have Kurt Angle's phone number? She can't just call him herself? I mean, why does Baron always have to come in? Like, here, Stephanie need to talk to you. I mean, it's so stupid. I mean, I swear, he gets about as much TV time, Corbin, that is, as Roman Reigns does nowadays. It's like, geez. And that handicap match, it wasn't even that good of a match.
That's true.
I mean, it could have been a lot better. I mean, we've seen Rollins have 60-minute matches on Raw. He's just the greatest wrestler in the world. But that match wasn't even that good.
Maybe Kurt blocked her. That's very true. So then after that, we got probably the worst news on Raw. Yeah, everybody heard the last theme song we will hear from the B team, the Battle Scars. Because then we got this little. Oh wait, hold on. Let me get this up. Got this little bundle of joy as a theme song last night. Let me mute this right now so we can get this because we got the new song for the B team. And it's a great song, everybody. I'm sure everybody, when they heard this for the B team, they were like, this is the theme song that I want. Why? Why?
I don't know. They're trying to liven it up, I guess. I don't
Why?
know. I don't know.
Okay, I get it. Even I thought when they came out with the new theme song for the B team, I was like, this song is too good to be with the B team. That's like the first thing that came into mind. Like, this team is supposed to be a joke, and you're gonna give them this awesome theme song. Nah, I don't think that works too much. Now you give them this theme song, it fits them a lot more, but I don't like it. It may rub off on me, more I hear it, but oh man, it's gonna get old after a while. But
Hey, let's
anyway,
not forget Jim Johnstone is, or whatever it is, I think is his name, isn't there no more. They fired him or whatever it was. So
right, it generates fans cheering. Yeah, it's gonna help. It's probably gonna help the B team a lot. To believe it or not, it's gonna get the. It's just like with the new They Rock stuff. It's gonna get them over with the crowd because, like everybody said in the chat room, the crowd loves to chant, and that's an easy way to get them over with the crowd. Team's been around a couple of months and already a new theme. Yeah, I get. Could they have thought maybe the theme they had before this one was just too much? To me, this is more their type of a gimmick, more of a silly type of a comedic theme song.
come on, we know the real reason.
And the B team is a type of a sports term, I guess, as well.
I mean,
Go ahead, Dave.
you know, the real reason they did this is to get downloads on iTunes and get views on YouTube. That's the real reason they did this, so they could have lyrics. Did the song before have lyrics or no? I couldn't remember.
It just says B team, go, go, go. That's it.
That's the new one or the old one?
Oh, the new one had lyrics, but it wasn't nothing like crazy.
Yeah, so that's why, because they want to get downloads on iTunes and they want to get views on YouTube. That's what all they're about now. That's why they put words to a lot of these songs.
Yeah, I just don't understand the change in that song. I don't get it, but I guess if it's more their comedic style, I guess. But we did get the B team versus the Revival. It ended in a no contest, which then we later found out we're going to get a triple threat match a week before SummerSlam for the tag titles, which is the Revival, the B team, and the Woken Lovers, a.k.a. Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt. Dave, do we see a new tag team titles change hands, or do we get a sort of a no contest, ends up a triple threat at SummerSlam? What you got?
I think the B team keep the titles. I think they're gonna ride hot with these guys.
You think so? You don't think we'll see some time of disqualification or some sorts to where it leads to these guys having another match at SummerSlam?
I believe every triple threat match, including tag matches, are all no disqualifications. I could be wrong, though. I'm interested to see how they book this tag match. Because you remember how SmackDown was doing them when they had triple threat or four-ways, they would have 3 guys or 4 guys in the ring at the same time. So I'm curious to see how they book this one like a normal triple threat tag match, or are they going to have all 3 guys in at once? You know? I'm curious to see if they're going to book it like that. That'd be interesting, but I doubt they'll do that. But, yeah, I mean, we'll see what they do. I mean, I don't think they're losing the titles. I just don't. Especially if they're just giving them new theme music. A week later, you're going to take the titles off of them? I just don't think so.
And I like I said, I'm eating crow right now because I think it was about a month ago I said that sooner or later people are going to get tired of this team and they're going to get annoying and the gimmick's going to get old. And
well, look at the New Day.
I was wrong. I got to give credit to Axel and Bo. They've been killing it with this gimmick lately. And as much as I don't really care too much for comedic tag teams, I like more legit, real-looking tag teams. It works. And like I said, I like that they're finally giving Axel and Bo Dallas a chance because, my God, they deserve it. I mean, they've been with the company for so long, and they've been through hell with them. Yeah. They deserve it.
I agree. I mean, look what they did with all the other guys that they teamed with The Miz. I mean, they didn't do nothing with them, really, you know? I mean, look at well, Sandow, when he was like Mizdow, you know, he was getting so over with the crowd, and they never really did anything with him after that.
What's up,
And then he
Dutch fan?
left. But they're actually doing something with Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas now. So I don't care about this at all, no. I mean, I could care less about this whole tag title match next week. But I'm glad these guys who are getting a push later, especially Bo Dallas, who was a huge star in NXT when it first started, like being airing on the network. I mean, a lot of people didn't get to see that.
Yeah, Alex Riley's another guy that was with The Miz and never really shined without The Miz. And I think everybody did kind of had that thought in their mind, oh no, Miz is going to SmackDown Live. They're keeping the B team on Raw. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. They're probably going to get released, or we're probably never going to see them on our TV screens again, or very minimum. And hey, WWE probably threw this gimmick out there, and they probably said, all right, we can do this. And they've been throwing, and they've been doing great. And like I said, I thought that people were going to get tired of it. And
yeah, and
so
it all started. Yeah, go ahead.
So that's it.
I was just going to say, it all started when they started doing these little comedic stuff backstage when Seth Rollins was looking for a partner, and they're like trying to listen to the new Shield and all that, and it was funny stuff that they were doing.
Yeah, so that's exactly it. That's how they got it over with the Rollins stuff, but then transitioned to them actually being a tag team, which then transitioned them to dressing up like Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy. So it all worked out for them, and it's continuing to work. Even hopefully with this theme song, we'll see where it goes there. Now, I don't think they actually sell B Team merchandise yet, but we'll see. Alex Riley had the best entrance theme. I'm pissed that it. Yeah, his entrance song was pretty good. I had to agree.
Yeah, it's an A-bomb for A-Rai. That was so funny.
So next we did have probably the segment that everybody was talking about last night, which was Paul Heyman and Renee's interview last night.
Woo.
To kind of sum it up short, Ray asks Paul where he and Brock stand right now. Paul says he doesn't know. Paul says he's disconnected his phone and doesn't want to take his phone call. Renee asks if Paul considers Brock a friend of his, and he says yes. Paul says they were going to ride off into the sunset together with Brock as the Universal Champ and the U.S. Champ. Until this, Paul was crying during the segment. Renee asks if there is someone else he sees as a potential client. Paul says he can't just go with someone else. Renee asks who will win at SummerSlam. Paul says he's never seen Brock more violent and focused, and says Roman doesn't stand a chance. And this was Oscar-winning performance right here by Paul Heyman. At first, when I saw him sitting there and he looked all puffy face and the red eyes and stuff, I'm like, oh, okay, where are they going to go here? And then he just opened his mouth and started speaking, and gold was just spewing out of his mouth. Gold, gold, gold. He's making this storyline, this feud between Brock and Reigns so much better than it's ever been. It's making it makes you're grinding your gears to thinking, could we see Heyman cost Brock? Could we possibly see Heyman team up with Reigns? Is this going to end up just being a swerve all along? Yeah, it's got so many different ways it can go and then we also got Strowman who can cash in as well. So there's so many other ways it can go other than Reigns losing or Brock losing. And I loved how when Renee tried to ask him, is there another one he could, as anyone else that he sees that he can, team up with? And I loved his reaction of, are you serious? Or what are you trying to do here? Are you trying to cause more conflict between me and Brock? Like, it made it so much. Oh man, I can't explain how great it was. The intrigue over what happens with Heyman is what makes this match exactly, because you don't know what Heyman's gonna do. You don't know if Heyman. To me, like I wrote on the Twitter, he is broken. Heyman is broken. This is not our usual Paul Heyman. This is the broken down, emotional wreck Paul Heyman. Something we've never seen before from Paul Heyman. Your thoughts, Dave?
I mean, it's funny because we get this promo, and just Saturday night we all talked about who we all thought the top number one talkers were, and I picked Paul Heyman was number one talker in the WWE right now, and a lot of people disagreed with me Saturday night. And after tonight, I think a lot of people are like, okay, I'm seeing that now. And I believe I had Miz number 2, and the Miz is awesome tonight too. But yeah, I mean, a great promo. It was fun. I mean, you don't see. I mean, everyone kept complaining. Paul Heyman cut the same boring promo over and over, and last night he goes out and delivers a masterpiece.
The only thing that's alarming is Lesnar is scheduled for the Raw after SummerSlam. So that could be possibly maybe when Strowman cashes in. That could be it.
Or when
That
he
is
gets
true.
suspended.
You know, if Brock is on Raw and he's not the champ, why the hell is he on Raw?
Or if he gets screwed by Paul Heyman somehow, he comes to Raw looking for Heyman, and then he attacks everyone again like he did with Michael Cole back in the day with Rollins, and he gets suspended for the rest of the year.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true because, of course, we all know Brock is going to eventually leave the WWE to go after the title. And Tony, remember you asked the other day who's the best on the mic? Is it? I think Heyman Heyman slapped me in the face and said, "Know your role and shut your mouth," because Heyman proved to everybody that nobody can make a storyline and a feud this is making me enjoy the feud, which I was so upset that we were going to get this match at SummerSlam. This match is one of the ones I'm intrigued to see. It's crazy, and we have to thank Paul Heyman for that. Can't thank Brock. I mean, fuck, we can't really thank Roman Reigns. He hasn't really done any different than he's done in the past. It's been all Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman is what's making this feud work. It's what's getting fans to cheer Roman, for God's sakes. I mean, it's crazy.
And honestly, the build up for Brock and Reigns hasn't really been that good, if you ask me, for their match. Paul Heyman is trying his best to make it interesting. He's doing a good job. But this hasn't. I think they've had better build up to their matches before. I mean, there was better stuff with those guys when they were feuding before.
We've had better build-ups. We've had better exchanges between Brock and Reigns. Of course, we've had better physical. We don't need anything physical between Brock and Reigns right now. We don't need it. We've seen it before. We've seen Reigns fucking Superman punch Brock 18 times, and Brock gets up and F5s him 25 times, and it's over, and it's the end of the Raw. We've seen that before. We've seen Suplex City. We've seen this. This is what we need. We needed Heyman to throw the curveball into the mix. We needed what we got last week on Raw, which was Brock not giving a shit, pretty much saying, you know, Heyman, you don't mean shit to me, type of Brock. That's what made this storyline kind of open your eyes, kind of think, wow, could Heyman turn his back? Could he just help Reigns win just to help him? It leaves a lot of things open. So thank you, Paul Heyman. I think we need to go on Twitter tonight and thank Paul Heyman for how he's been booking this storyline. I want to see everybody do it.
And if it's true that Heyman's now writing again for WE, I mean, heck, I wouldn't be surprised. Especially if he's one of the guys that's writing on SmackDown, because that's been way better.
Yeah, Heyman could be playing Roman as well. He could be playing everybody in the WWE universe.
I mean, honestly, the perfect situation would be Paul Heyman aligning himself with Braun Strowman. That would be the perfect scenario right there.
Yeah.
Because who's going to beat Strowman?
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, and that's good. Lars would be another. But I don't think Lars is quite ready yet. But that's another guy.
Strowman has the case, and even if Brock does win, you know, Strowman could easily come out, and it could be aligned with Heyman, and they walk out with the Universal title. Heyman and Strowman do.
Yep. What's up, Dr. Huge? Another great show earlier today. Another good podcaster, great podcaster, I should say, on Periscope. He's live every day, works very hard on here on Periscope, so show him some support. Another great guy on here who shows us support as well. So thank you for the super hearts. Thank you, everybody. Spez is another guy who goes live, I believe, every Monday nights after Raw. So if you want your Raw reaction, because I know a lot of people want to talk shit, that's another great podcasting team in here. They go live after Raw on Monday night. So definitely give them a follow as well. Last night we also saw a return of a certain someone, In a tag match, we got the Riot Squad taking on the Hug Connection, or what? A Boston Hug Connection, excuse me. Oh, no problem, Spaz. No problem. Thank you, Dutch Fan for Life, for the Super Heart. Appreciate that. And now I don't know if anybody saw tonight that Bayley and Sasha, they have a Boston Hug T-shirt out now, everyone.
What a surprise.
Make sure you go and buy that T-shirt before they turn on each other, everybody. You go do that really, really quick. So, yeah, they got a new T-shirt now out, so make sure you go do that. But, yeah, we saw the return of Ruby Riott. And I tweeted this out last night, and I can't believe I tweeted this. Liv Morgan shined through Ruby Riott's absence. I thought Liv Morgan really, really showed how good she really can be, and a lot of potential. I'm going to say this. I'm more of a fan of her than Alexa Bliss because she shows a lot more potential than her. We all know she's a beautiful lady, but she's that cuckoo-ness. The promos are even better. Her wrestling are even better. I mean, she's progressed a lot since becoming on the main roster. When I thought, this is going to be a joke. I'm not too much of a fan of Sarah Logan. You guys know that. But Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, I can watch them wrestle anybody all day on Raw. And I'm really excited for Ruby Riott. And I don't know what she did. I don't know if it was her hair color or what, but she looked banging last night. I don't know what she was doing, but props to her. Your thoughts on the tag match we got last night and the return of Ruby Riott?
Well, it was funny because I was like, oh, great, again? We got to see this match again. But I agree with you. Liv Morgan, I think I even said it once that, man, she is doing some great things without Ruby there. She's basically outshining Sarah Logan. And that match she had with Ember Moon a few weeks ago, it was good. And, I mean, at first you thought something was up because you got a camera shot of someone in a hoodie all covered up. I'm like, okay, is that a production guy now, or is it going to be someone coming out and doing something? And it was I didn't know she was going to be back that quick. So, yeah, she didn't seem like she was gone that long. So it was cool to see Ruby again, and I'm guessing this is going to lead to a 6-man tag next week or at SummerSlam. Throw in Ember Moon, and it'll be your 6-man pre-show probably.
Yeah, that's what who put that? DX in the chat put, so that means we'll see Riot Squad versus Bayley, Sasha, and Ember at SummerSlam. Yep, absolutely. I mean, they have, 10 hours of pay-per-view to do, so we're probably going to see some type of a match on SummerSlam. But, yeah, Liv Morgan, we got the same old tag matches, or the same old kind of matches between Ember Moon, Liv Morgan, the Riot Squad, and now the, I don't even want to call them Boston Hug Connection, Banks and Bayley. We got that. Now let's see what happens after this feud's over. Who's going to be facing Rousey for the title? Because we all know Rousey's going to win for sure.
Yep.
But yeah, Liv Morgan shined in the absence of Ruby Riott, and we'll see where this goes after that. But then we get the main event of Raw. First off, if you're going to shine Alicia Fox, meaning you're going to talk about her, show her highlights of her, you can't have her fucking come down to her own theme music.
Preach.
You couldn't have her come down to her own theme music, WWE. She had to come down to Alexa Bliss's. And not only that, we had an interview before the match. Not only that, we had a promo before the match. Are you kidding me, WWE? What the living hell were you doing last night? I even timed it because I looked on my clock, and it's 9:50 here, 10:50 Eastern. I'm like, oh shit, they're gonna give these two women time. They're actually gonna give them a couple of minutes. Then we get the long ass fucking commercial. Then we get the interview. Not only the interview, like I said, we got the promo with Alexa Bliss. And not only during the promos and the interviews, we had highlights of what we saw Alicia Fox do to Ronda Rousey a couple of weeks last week on Raw. So when finally the match and Ronda Rousey comes to the ring, and not only that, everybody, we had a, them announced them in the ring, an in-ring announcement, a non-title match. We had the announcer announce them both. So that took probably 10 minutes. So when I look at my clock, there's like 2 minutes left of Raw. The match was shitty. Alicia Fox, I don't know if it was her or Rousey. The arm bar was fucking shit. The suplex she did on Alicia Fox was shit. The whole match was shit. I was excited for this match. I thought maybe Alicia Fox could get a little bit out of Ronda Rousey, but boy, oh boy, that was probably the wrong person to put Ronda Rousey in. And to me, when you say you could have probably put anybody with Rousey and you probably would have got that, but why did we get such a good match between her and Nia Jax? You know?
Nope.
That's why I expected to get the same between Rousey and Alicia Fox. Is it more Alicia Fox's fault than Rousey's? I mean, I don't know. I don't know how the match was supposed to go. I don't know who was conducting it. But it looked like it just didn't look good. It looked like that was Rousey's first ever match. And she looked rusty. She looked sloppy. Sorry, I don't mean to rant, but that's all I got out of that main event last night, Dave.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, and not only the whole thing you were talking about, like I even tweeted about that last night. I'm like, she can't even come out to her own music. Wow. She's main eventing. And not to take anything away from Alicia Fox. People might not like her a lot, think she's that good, but she's been there for a long time, and she deserved. It was cool to see her get a main event spotlight on Monday Night Raw, but she can't even get her own theme music. Even JoJo, the ring announcer, announces Alexa Bliss and Alicia Fox. Why wouldn't it just be Alicia Fox and then accompanied by Alexa Bliss instead of? I mean, it's just terrible. I mean. In the match, I mean, the promo stuff, that was just terrible. It was like, I'll look at my clock, it's like 11:04 before the match even actually started. And I was like, geez. I mean, this was just bad. And the match lasted longer than I thought it was. Yeah.
No, because I had a buddy message me and tell me that match was bad. And the suplex Ronda put on Alicia Fox was bad. And I'm thinking, that didn't look like that was Rousey's fault. That looked like that was Alicia Fox's fault, that she did not either jump at the right time or sell at the right time because she fell straight on her fucking face. It was just...
Or maybe Ronda couldn't get her over right like she's supposed to. Because it's not... I mean, Ronda's supposed to be able to... This monster is supposed to throw her around the ring like a rag doll. Maybe that's what the intent was. They wanted to show how dominant she was. But, man, Fox didn't get no offense at all in this match. I mean, she did nothing. I mean, I'm glad she got in this match, and I thought the match was going to be like 30 seconds long, and it was going to be over, honestly. When she caught her arm like that, I was okay, the match is over. I mean, I was shocked, but, man, look, was it nice to see Ronda actually on Raw? Yes, that's the plus of this, but the bad takeaways to me is the match was really sloppy, like you said. I mean, her throwing her around, her whipping her arm around left and right. I'm like, geez, you're going to hurt somebody. Keep doing. I thought she was about to legit injure somebody. It's like, holy crap. If she keeps wrestling like this, she's going to end someone's career.
I'm not sure what's up with James. I'm not sure what was up with Mickie James. No Ember Moon last night either. But here's the thing. Two things. The dumbest thing was the aftermath. After the match, they had an interview with Rousey and Natalya, and for fucking some reason, Bliss tries to attack Rousey out of nowhere, and she flips her over. That was so stupid. But the second thing, and I haven't tweeted this to Bob Aruski, WWE is starting to make me hate Alexa Bliss. Like, not like her at all. Like, don't even want to watch her wrestle. Now, for one part of my wrestling fandom with her was I actually enjoyed watching her wrestling at one point. Now it's just kind of like, it's the same old with her now. I'd rather see someone else get the championship and move on. I just don't like the way they're booking her. That's probably why I don't like her too much anymore. So, all right, Dave, we have 2 weeks away from Raw. Excuse me, SummerSlam.
You know what? I didn't think the promo was really that bad. Ronda cut afterwards, but yeah, I mean, I thought it was okay. And for what they did and what they tried to do last night, I mean, good, because I guarantee you people wouldn't be complaining as much, even though it's Ronda, it's a different story. But if it was Brock Lesnar out there wrestling some, basically, say he was wrestling like Bo Dallas in the main event of Raw, people would be all for that, because at least he's wrestling on Raw. But I mean, yeah, I'll give Ronda them credit. She's a fan and she wanted to wrestle on Monday Night Raw. So I mean, I'm glad she did that. I don't expect it to happen a lot, but this would have been much better if it was a tag match.
I agree with you, Red Sox fan. Thanks, Spez. Thank you for coming in here, dude. Appreciate you dropping by and interacting with us. Appreciate that very, very much. Don't forget to follow them on Periscope. Now, how Balor needs a major push. Don't get me started on Finn Balor. We'll go on a 20-minute speed with him. Red Sox says, I love how Shamrock and Dan Severn got forgotten. Now, some of these young folks are not going to know who these guys are. Ken Shamrock, yeah. Dan Severn, not so much. But Ken Shamrock was probably the best cross performer ever. Ever. I mean, who thought he would do so well in the WWF?
Yeah.
I did. I mean, he was great. And he did a lot of good stuff in his time here in the WWE. He doesn't get the proper credit, which is he deserves, and probably will never go into the WWE Hall of Fame. Which
who else does
beat with Shamrock? I mean, with WWE. Sorry.
Yeah, Severn. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, someone put Steve Blackman as well. Yeah, another great one right there.
Yeah, but Ken Shamrock gets a lot of praise, I think, from a lot of fans who thought he was really good, but Dan Severn doesn't get enough praise. I mean, that dude was a beast before everyone started calling Brock the Beast. I mean, Dan the Beast Severn was legit, and man, he was fun. That Shamrock feud was pretty fun, and no one can forget Owen and Shamrock's feud as well, because that was some great stuff too. But
what was it? The Lions Den match, right? The Lions Den match they had.
Yeah, they also did an Octagon match too, which is funny if you remember that.
Is that the dude Triple H jobbed to back in the day? Possibly. Who knows? Bliss. Even Tank Abbott was in WWE for a minute.
I remember in WCW, not WWE.
Abbott. Oh God, Tank Abbott. All right, so let's move on to SmackDown Live. But before then, let's do our Raw ratings for Raw. Everybody, get your Raw rating fingers ready. Dave, what would you give Raw last night?
I'm gonna give it a Ty Dillinger, but negative 10 stars. This is terrible.
Wow.
This show sucked.
Oh wow, damn. I'll give it at least a 1.5.
For what?
For the Heyman promo.
I mean, yeah, that was good, but you're talking about Raw. I'm talking about the matches, not some promo backstage. The whole overall show, to me, sucked.
Fair enough. Hey, I can't.
I'm watching Raw for wrestling, not for a promo.
Right. And nobody liked Raw last night. I don't think I got any ratings so far higher than a 2. All right, so that's Raw. Oh, they're 3 from Chris. Raw was bad as your team, man. Red Lights, you're a fucking asshole. And Raw was better than SmackDown in my book. Scary. Wow, that is scary. Let's move to Raw. I'm sorry, SmackDown Live, where we had Randy Orton open up SmackDown Live. Orton questions is they still believe? Oh, wow, this guy wrote this bad. I'll just start all over. Orton says he will erase every superstar the fans choose to believe in, starting with Jeff Hardy. It's not on him. It's all on the WWE Universe. People can call him Legend Killer, Apex Predator, Viper, but there's only one word they need to refer him as. The 3 most destructive letters are K-O. Bob Rousey, you want me to write all this down? You're crazy. That's why that's what the dirt sheets are for, my friend. Yeah, it seems like Randy Orton is back on a tear right now. It's not the regular Orton that we usually get. I don't even think we've gotten this type of a heel Orton before. This is a different type of heel from Randy Orton. He hasn't been announced for SummerSlam at all. I don't know if he'll get involved in the United States title match. Probably not, I would assume. But everybody loves Randy Orton as a heel. Nobody wants him as a face. And I think everybody so far is enjoying Randy Orton since he's came back. What about you, Dave?
Yeah, I'm right up there with them. Yeah, I enjoyed this little promo. It was good. And yeah, it was a good way to kick off SmackDown with Randy Orton. And yeah, I'm kind of confused. I think everyone would much rather see Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton than Nakamura Jeff Hardy again. But yeah, I mean, I was interested to see what happens. We still got a week to go till SummerSlam, so it'll be interesting to see what happens next week.
His next target afterwards? Oh, that's a good question. That's a very good question. I don't know. I guess
Daniel
we have
Bryan, maybe?
Daniel Bryan. Oh, wow, that would be nice. You said you'll want to change the channel for Wednesday. He says, but you what?
Yeah, that was fun. I'll be too violent. You want to change the channel? I was thinking, man, did you watch Raw last night? That was so bad. I wanted to change the channel.
Oh, yeah, that's funny. That's funny. Hope Artie returns broken or Willow. That would be interesting if he came back as a different character. They keep him off of SmackDown Live till SummerSlam, and they have him come back as someone different persona. That'd be interesting, but I highly doubt it. Next, we had the backstage segment between Becky Lynch and Charlotte. Thanks, Chris. Thank you for coming by as always, my friend. They speak up. Charlotte says she wasn't trying to ruin Becky's moment. Charlotte says Becky knows that she is competitive. Says it put her in a tough position. Becky says she wants to be happy for Charlotte, but she wanted a singles match against Carmella. The challenge got a lot bigger. Becky says that to be the best, she has to beat the best. That's when we saw the tag match between Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair taking on the Iconics.
Oh, brother.
And I tweeted this out, and I may have worded it wrong. I remember when everybody, including me, you, Justin, Alex, pretty much everybody in the chat room were calling for the Iconics to get called up to the main roster. And when that finally happened on that SmackDown Live, everybody was excited. Everybody was happy to see the Iconics brought up to the main roster. And even better, they were brought up on SmackDown Live. And I don't think it's been good since. Thank you, Natty. Thank you for the compliment. Appreciate that. The Iconics have not done well since they've been brought up to the main roster. And I get it. They're still that annoying group that you hate, but they haven't been treated very seriously. If you guys don't remember, this team beat Asuka.
Oh, my God.
They beat Asuka.
Yeah, we know. They tell us every week.
They beat Asuka, if you forgot. They beat Asuka, but now they're treated like jokes. And that's true, Bob. That's true, Bob Ruski. That's true. And that's true. And that's why I always wondered what was the hype around the Iconics to bring them up to the main roster. Why did everybody want them to be moved up so badly? Was it because of the way they looked, or was it just because they're tired of seeing them on NXT?
Well, I think it's because you look at NXT and you're like, okay, who's the next women you think deserve to get called up? And I think they were up there, and I just think that's up. But here's my problem with it. I think they were less annoying, if that's possible, in NXT, and they were like more. It's like turned up to 1,000 how annoying they are now.
Yeah, whoever mentioned the Street Profits in the chat, please, don't be easy on the Street Profits. All right, okay. And WWE, I got a bone to pick with you. You know how highly disappointed I was when I went to the WWE shop today and I typed in the Street Profits to get a shirt from them, and they had nothing, not a shirt, not a headband, not even a poster.
Tony, you know why, don't you?
Very disappointed. I was upset.
You know why? You know why there's no merchandise for the Street Profits. We all know why. Because they don't profit. They're not a profit. They're just not. They won't make a profit. No one wants to buy their merchandise. What, are you going to buy their little sippy mug too?
It's all good, Funkalicious. I was just playing with you, bro. Do they have Ricochet shirts? Yeah, they have Ricochet shirts, but they don't have Street Profits, one of the best tag teams in NXT. They don't have a shirt of them, but they have one of Ricochet. It's a shame. Goddamn shame. I'm sorry. I just had to rant a little bit. EC3 shirt. Hell yeah. I got that shirt on the way. You'll see it very soon. Even Keith Lee got them over in a Oh, excuse me? Excuse me? Hold on. Excuse me? Got them over? Even Keith Lee got them over in a photo. Hold on. Keith Lee is just showing you out some fillers because that's going to be a group. It's going to be a group. How come you never wear a Shawn Michaels shirt? Because they're in a plaque in storage safely where I don't really have too many Shawn Michaels shirts, to be completely honest. I think I have like 2, which is weird being a big WWE fan. But I do have, I don't know if I saw this. Where did I put it? I did get this. Look, this guy right here.
Oh, here we go.
Retro Shawn Michaels right here. So hey, they asked about the T-shirts, but I don't have the T-shirts, but I have this throwback retro Shawn Michaels wrestling figure. So I'm just saying, yeah. So yeah, back on track. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry. We had the tag match between Becky Lynch, Charlotte, and the Iconics. After the match, we had the little with Charlotte are celebrating their victory. Becky says, but in 2 weeks, it's going to be in a different story. Charlotte says, then they'll just have to be the best against each other. Any thoughts on this, Dave?
I think, as much as I hate to say this, I think it's going to be Charlotte who turns on Becky Lynch, and Charlotte's going to be the heel and end up winning the title. That's what I think it's going to turn. Another person turns on Becky again. And maybe he'll set up a feud between them, and maybe Becky will beat her, but I just think just like how Randy Orton would say on podcast interviews that he'd much rather be a heel, Charlotte's been saying the same thing, so it wouldn't surprise me if they turn her heel very soon.
And Charlotte's better as a heel, man. She's just better as a heel.
It's just another thing that's going to screw over Becky Lynch in the long run, not getting a title that she deserves.
Yeah, it sucks that it's going to happen on Becky's behalf, and we were all excited when we thought Becky was going to possibly win the title, especially when she was involved into the match at SummerSlam. Man, these fucking porn bots are just everywhere tonight. My God. But looks like it's going to probably be, like you said, either Charlotte turning on Becky and winning the title, or maybe Carmella retaining. I don't see Becky Lynch walking out the women's champion at the end.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it is very unfortunate. After that, we had the Miz segment. No. Yeah, I'm sorry. No. We had the AJ Styles segment where AJ Styles takes the mic and says he hasn't forgotten about that sound, which he had a huge pop tonight. Styles says a lot goes on between the ropes, a lot of trash talking and manhood being tested, and a lot of things getting personal. And last week, Samoa Joe made it personal when he talked about Styles' family. He wants to be the greatest superstar for his family. That doesn't make him special. That's just what he's supposed to do for his family as a father and a man. Styles says Joe knows his wife and kids, and long before this was the house AJ Styles built. They both shared apartment complexes and stale pizza, and threw away a decade of friendship because he mentioned Styles' family. He's not letting Joe get his hands on the WWE Championship. Styles says Joe won't walk out of SummerSlam with the WWE Championship. In fact, Joe won't walk out of SummerSlam, period. Ooh! And then we shows Samoa Joe backstage watching it on the television laughing. So, your thoughts, Dave, of your boy, AJ Styles, with a nice little promo there.
Yes, sir. I mean, man, as much as everyone and their sister are sitting there saying Samoa Joe's going to be W champion at SummerSlam, Samoa Joe. I was even thinking it from it, but now that everyone keeps saying it, I'm starting to think AJ Styles is going to walk out with the title because everyone keeps picking Joe to win this match, and I know WWE sees this, so I think they might go the other way to have AJ keep the title at SummerSlam. But I thought it was a good promo. And I'm excited for the match. But that's what my feeling is right now with this match.
Yeah, what was up with Joe? Everybody's saying that he had a black eye. I wonder what happened there. I'm sure we'll find out on Saturday night show. We'll let everybody know what happened with Samoa Joe's eye, and I'm waiting for a Red Sox fan to say, old fucking news. I get it. Hey, the real bot's in the house. What's up, bot? How you doing tonight? So I'm wondering what happened there. Man, probably at a house show. Probably got blocked.
Yeah, probably. Because I've seen online that AJ and Joe have been wrestling at the house shows.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. Fair enough. Backstage, we had Rusev walks in and tells Lana last week he should have been more supportive, and tonight he will be out at ringside for Lana's match against Zelina. Aiden English walks in, and all he wants to do is apologize and says he had the best intentions at heart and says he's sorry. Rusev says they forgive him, and then he goes to join them, but Rusev stops him and says they forgive him, but maybe it's best he stays backstage for the match. Which then we had Zelina Vega take on Lana in a rematch from last week. Almost the same kind of outcome where Rusev and Almas are going at it on the outside of the ring. Lana's on top of the ropes going for, I don't know what she was going to do off the top. Almas is on ringside on the apron. Aiden jumps at Almas for some odd reason, knocks into Lana. Lana falls over, and that's when Zelina takes advantage over Lana and takes the win. It's really, really looking like it's going to be the end of Aiden and Rusev, and I'm worried about Aiden because Aiden's shined with Rusev, and I don't know how he could do by himself. But your thoughts, Dave, on this match, and do you still see, like I was talking about a couple of weeks ago, a mixed tag match at SummerSlam?
It sure seems like that's where they're going, but, it was good to see Zelina Vega wrestling again because she didn't really wrestle other than house shows. I don't believe she ever wrestled on NXT TV other than wrestling as Thea Trinidad against Asuka. But other than that, as this character, Zelina Vega, yeah, it's good to see her wrestling, so maybe that means she'll be a part of this women's evolution thing. And so that'd be cool. But it was interesting, and it figures what they're going with this whole thing, Yoko, Lana, whatever. But if they want to, I would say, if they will, I don't know if they'll do it, but if they did something with the English, like they're doing with kind of like Elias on Raw, English can really legitly sing really good too. So I could see them trying something similar to that, but we'll see whether they want to get behind English like that or not, because we've all heard him saying he can really sing. I'm not saying Elias can't, but English can.
Attention, everybody, attention. Mae Young Classic starts tomorrow, so stay off of Twitter.
So that means we're probably going to get it in November then, I'm guessing.
Off Twitter. Don't even try to risk it. I don't even try to risk Twitter tomorrow. Don't even NXT Impact. I'm surprised I have not been spoiled by Impact or NXT. More NXT. I'm surprised that I haven't been spoiled by anything on NXT. It's crazy. That's what it takes, man. You just gotta not block out, but try to scroll through the people that'll ruin it for you. I still will get spoilers from my wrestling fan friend. He always looks at spoilers. You know what, Budweiser? You need to give him a Stone Cold Stunner. That's what you need to do. Tell him to stop doing that shit. After that, we had a backstage segment with Renee Young and Nakamura. Renee asked Nakamura about his match against Jeff Hardy at SummerSlam. Nakamura says that Renee is misguided because Jeff Hardy was erased. Nakamura says he understands metaphors. R-Truth and Ty Dillinger show up in the interview area, and Truth challenged Nakamura for a title match at SummerSlam. Nakamura asks how he will get the match. Truth says he will pin Carmella. Nakamura says something in Japanese, and Truth is insulted. Truth says his match Truth says his match with Carmelo is off, and he wants a match with Nakamura tonight. Hey, R-Truth was funny in that segment. I thought that was funny. I thought R-Truth was pretty good at that segment. What about you, Dave?
Yeah, I enjoyed that. When he said the whole, how you going to change the match, you got to pin Carmella, and it was funny. I laughed about that. I mean, then he said the match at Carmelo's off. And then he said something about Renee Young, too. Where it's like, I'm not going to wrestle Renee Young. And it was just funny.
I put this on Twitter, so people don't laugh at me for this question. But is R-Truth a WWE Hall of Famer?
Look at his career overall. I mean, look who's in the Hall of Fame anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I would say yes because he was always popular. And he still is, so... I mean, I would say yeah. And plus, he knows a guy in creative, so maybe he'll help get him into the Hall of Fame. What I mean by Road Dogg, because they were boys in WWE before Road Dogg left, and then in TNA even. So,
okay, so crew. I know he's had, like, he went back to Impact for a little bit, then came back. When did he come back to the WWE?
Late after that run, I know. I can't remember what year exactly, because in TNA, he was even NWA champion. But they don't talk about that, but yeah. He was NWA world champion.
It had to have been early 2000s, right? Later's Brandon, 2010.
Yeah, I know he came back.
For 8 years strong.
Because he was there with Road Dogg before Road Dogg left, and he was K-Quick. And then he went to TNA and became Ron the Truth Killings.
And I would really... I know he hasn't had a very championship run career. Like he's won the champion. I think he's won the world title, I believe, on WWE. I believe he's won tag titles. I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up to get his whole career, but he's had a pretty successful run in the WWE. And seeing how WWE has put in anybody in the Hall of Fame, seemingly, I don't see why not. They can't put R-Truth.
You want to know something funny? I don't know if you knew this or if a lot of people in the chat know this, but in TNA, R-Truth was tag champions. His tag champion partner was Papa Jones, or what's that guy's name? Popeye Jones or whatever his name was, the football player, played for the Titans back in the day.
Oh, Pac-Man?
Pac-Man. I was saying Popeye. I don't know why. Yeah, Pac-Man Jones. They were tag champions in TNA.
Little Jimmy, yeah, the stuff with Little Jimmy, yeah, that was something else. Yeah, that was something else, that's for sure. Next, we had another awesome segment, which was The Miz pretty much accepting Daniel Bryan's challenge for SummerSlam. Miz says he is not hiding from Daniel Bryan or anyone. He will expose Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam and prove that Daniel Bryan is beneath him. Miz suggests getting Daniel out to talk about the match, and that's when Daniel Bryan comes out of nowhere and attacks Miz, and pretty much puts a beating on the Miz until Miz hits Daniel in the head with a vase. I thought this was pretty good. This is really good. This is what reminded me when I was growing up, the old time feuds. These guys don't really get a physical a lot. They hate each other. They don't like each other. And they're finally going to get each other's hand on each other at SummerSlam. Your thoughts, Dave?
Yeah, I mean, see, that's what's different with The Miz. When he's with a guy like a Daniel Bryan, he makes it really personal. That's the same face, how red his face was getting, how pissed off he was getting, and personal it was the same face he got in that Talking Smack episode with Daniel Bryan getting in his face about calling him a coward and stuff like that. And Daniel Bryan, for some reason, brings out the best in The Miz. For some reason, he does. We didn't see a lot of that Miz on Raw when he was Intercontinental Champion. But when he's with Daniel Bryan, for some reason, he just brings an extra layer to The Miz that you don't see a lot of. And that's more of The Miz I would like to see come out more and more each week.
Yeah, so they will be going at each other at SummerSlam. It should be a really good match, and I'm very, very much looking forward to that. We had the Bludgeon Brothers take on a bunch of jobbers. We have the Shinsuke Nakamura R-Truth match. But let's get to the main event, which was New Day taking on The Bar to go on to face the cover. I'm sorry?
You don't want to cover Taz Jr.?
Oh God, I felt bad for those jobbers. My God, they beat the shit out of them, man.
This was the first time I ever noticed. I think correct me if I'm wrong, that they did a split screen during entrances, and I'm watching the split screen and seeing these guys backstage. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah, they're getting all hyped up before the match. I'm like, what, man? That was funny.
I mean, it was just bad, but yeah, go ahead. Main event was good.
We had New Day taking on The Bar. I know a lot of people, as myself, thought the Bar were going to go on to face the Bludgeon Brothers at SummerSlam, but the New Day take the victory. I thought this match was really, really good. As much as we're tired of the New Day, my God, these guys, when they can put a tag team match on against anybody. Same with The Bar. I mean, oh man, this match was really good. I was kind of shocked to see The Bar lose, but hey, New Day, Bludgeon Brothers, why not? See what happens at SummerSlam. But the main event was pretty damn good. Your thoughts, Dave?
Yeah, I think the main event was good. I'm disappointed in the outcome because do we really need to see the New Day versus The Bar again? I mean, you see it again. The Bar and the Bludgeon Brothers just would have been so much better.
All right, Budweiser.
It's just like, man, I don't know. I would just much rather see The Bar win this match because they're not on TV much as it is.
Bob Risky makes a good point, though. New Day couldn't be left off a big pay-per-view. Come on now.
Yeah, I've seen that. I get that. I understand all that, and I had a feeling they were going to win when they were doing their promo backstage. I mean, I get why you were going to have New Day because they're so popular, and you want the fan-favorite team versus the Bludgeon Brothers. The Bar isn't really a fan-favorite team. I get it. I'm just saying, for me, I would have much rather seen the Bar versus the Bludgeon Brothers. I'm not saying they shouldn't have done it and why they did it. All I get why they did it because they're popular with kids, and they're popular right now. And they have been or since they've been together. But I would have much rather seen, for me, the Bar versus the Bludgeon Brothers.
I absolutely agree with you. Why Red Sox fans? Shit, I'm reading everybody's. I wonder why we're getting so many porn bots tonight. Like, that's crazy. Budweiser said that was our 18th porn bot tonight. That's crazy. So yeah, it's gonna be New Day against the Bludgeon Brothers for the SmackDown Live tag titles. We also have the SmackDown Live Women's title triple threat. And then we have also AJ Styles taking on Samoa Joe, Nakamura taking on Jeff Hardy. And we also have, what else? We have Miz versus Daniel Bryan as well. So SmackDown Live SummerSlam card is pretty much coming to play already, and Raw is probably going to be announcing a couple more matches probably this week. You would have to think that they announce Elias versus Bobby Lashley. They already announced Finn Balor taking on Constable Corbin.
Lovely.
At SummerSlam. Yeah. How long is SummerSlam? SummerSlam is going to be 10 hours long. Now, it's probably, I think it starts at, 6 Eastern, if I'm not mistaken?
5. Pre-show starts at 5, I believe. I could be wrong.
Oh, my God, WWE. Jesus Christ. Yeah, okay, 5 Eastern, SummerSlam starts.
If it's a 2-hour pre-show, like WrestleMania.
Okay, just to make a guess. Without already counting how many are already on there, how many matches do you think SummerSlam's going to have as a whole?
Probably like 14 or 15.
Soon it will be 24 hours long, right? I mean, Jesus Christ, WWE. You might as well just say SummerSlam starts at noon.
Yeah, you know what it's going to be. With WrestleMania, it's going to be join WrestleMania. It starts Friday afternoon for the pre-show. I mean, that's how it's going to be.
SummerSlam starts tomorrow. Really? I mean, this is crazy. Like a 6-hour WWE. Do we really need a 2-hour pre-show? I remember pre-shows were 30 minutes. Now they're 2 hours. How did you last in Mania? You're going to be going soon. You'll find out yourself, bro. You're going to find out yourself. Just have your phone securely charged and make sure you don't have to pee so much when you're sitting down because it's a pain in the ass to go back and forth, back and forth. Let's be honest here. Who's watching the pre-show? Yeah, exactly.
I think some people are. Some people are watching the pre-show, especially if you're not watching it on the network and you might be watching it on Facebook or YouTube or whatever. I can think. Now, Tony, do you get the same feeling for a SummerSlam like you do when it's WrestleMania? I would say no. So to me, the difference is WrestleMania is the biggest event of the year. So you're all excited for that in general. So that probably kind of knocks out a little bit of the 5 hour buzz for a pre-show, you know. But for SummerSlam, I don't know if it's the same feeling a lot of fans get. I think it can't be because it's
because a lot of people, the biggest event of the summer, and also a lot of people. I mean, WrestleMania is the Super Bowl of the WWE, but that doesn't mean that it's everybody's favorite pay-per-view. You know, a lot of people's favorite pay-per-view is SummerSlam. A lot of my favorite matches came from SummerSlam, believe it or not. Like Bret and Owen, Bret and Undertaker, and all that. A lot of matches came from SummerSlam. This SummerSlam has been horribly booked. Other than a couple of matches, they have not done a really good job.
I get that, but as a fan, for me, just sitting at home watching it, I get more excited for a WrestleMania than I do a SummerSlam. Like, as you, as a fan, you haven't been to SummerSlam, I don't think, but you've been to plenty of WrestleManias. I mean, would you think you'd be as excited for a SummerSlam that you are going to WrestleMania?
Depending on the matches, depending on the matches.
I mean, not even, because even WrestleMania itself, to me, sells it alone because it's WrestleMania weekend. It's WrestleMania. That's the big thing. SummerSlam doesn't pull off that same feel as WrestleMania because you got Hall of Fame weekend. You got all these cool stuff happening right around. I don't know if SummerSlam is going to be the same way with a lot of stuff happening that weekend, which I'm sure there's going to be a lot of panels and stuff like that. I get that, but I just mean in general, like, I don't know, WrestleMania just feels a lot different.
Oh, of course.
I don't know, what else do you think?
Of course.
Is WrestleMania more exciting or SummerSlam? I mean, to me, it's WrestleMania, and I don't even go to the shows.
Yeah, we'll see. So, all right, SmackDown Live rating, everybody. Dave, we'll go with you first.
I think it was a really good show. I think I'll give it a 4. I thought it was really good.
Oh, a 4? I'll give SmackDown a 3. 4 is a bit extreme, but I'll give it a 3. Who was it? Oh, Budweiser. Yes, I am going to Hell in a Cell next month. Is a WWE pay-per-view, Hell in a Cell.
Are you sure you don't want to put that off?
Huh?
And go? Sure you don't want to put that off and go to the Women's Evolution pay-per-view?
If it was in San Antonio, maybe. But no, I'm going to be going to Hell in a Cell. Hopefully that'll be good. I already got my tickets. Got pretty good seats this time, so we'll see how that. And we're going to do the same format as we did last time. Go to the pay-per-view, come home, and we'll do the post-show there. So hopefully everybody will be able to stay up with us and enjoy the Hell in a Cell post-show. Then everybody, this is Get the Tables podcast. We're live every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Soon after SummerSlam, the week after SummerSlam, we'll be going live on Sundays. No more Saturday night shows. Also, as I mentioned before the show, we brought Patreon back. It's only if you feel the need to donate. It's $1. If you want to just say, hey, I'm enjoying what I've seen, I want to support the product, here's $1. Thank you. Enjoy your day. Or there's a tier 2, which is the $5 tier. And if you join for $5 only, you will be in a monthly giveaway. Every month we will be doing a giveaway, WWE shirt related, obviously, because I'm not really sure the format with the pro wrestling tees and stuff like that. So we'll just go with WWE. It's a lot easier for me. No bias or nothing behind it. Just it's easier every month for $5. Also, we're going to be doing an all-in watch party on September 1st. We're going to be doing an all-in watch party. So that should be fun. It'll be me, Dave, and Alex, and then hopefully you all will be joining in as well. Give away your pops. You're funny. So yeah, it's just if you want to jump on there and donate or just show your appreciation, that's how you do it. If not, coming in here and dropping these hearts, sharing the broadcast, coming in here every night and interacting with us is a very, very big thank you for us and a big support for us, because without you guys, like I said, many, many nights and many, many shows, we would be nothing without you guys. So we appreciate everything you guys do for us. And then we're going to be back again on Thursday night, everybody. Dave, you excited for Thursday? We got NXT tomorrow night. We got Aleister Black taking on Johnny Gargano. And then Impact, they got, I had the list up on matches they had on Impact this Thursday night. It's going to be a pretty big show. on Impact. Let me pull it up real quick. We got Conan talking on Thursday night. We got Austin versus Eddie Edwards for the Impact World Championship. We have who else? I think who else is wrestling? Anybody else? Yes, Black did tear his groin, but this is before he actually tore his groin. So he'll be wrestling. Is there any other matches? I know they had more matches, but all announced a battle royal and winner faces Lethal. Yes, I saw that, Bob Ruski, and many more matches added. Oh, yes, I saw that. We'll touch more on that on Saturday as well. Yes, all news. But, hey, Thursday night is going to be a fun show. We'll have Austin Aries taking on Eddie Edwards. I know Pentagon and King Phoenix, I believe. I think it's Pentagon versus Matt Sydal, if I'm not mistaken. So that should be a good one. It's going to be a pretty good show on Thursday night. So I hope everybody can join us and enjoy Impact and NXT with us as well. Anything else? I told you all about the Patreon. Oh, don't forget to follow us on YouTube at Get the Tables Podcast. Don't forget that's the only way you'll be able to get involved in the SummerSlam t-shirt giveaway. You have to follow us on YouTube and comment on that particular video. And that's it. I think that's
one more match for Impact this week. The Desi Hit Squad versus Ishimori and Williams.
Oh, that should be a good one. That should be a good one.
And Alicia Edwards versus Tessa Blanchard.
Yes.
And Pentagon and Sydal, and then Aries and Eddie Edwards.
Pentagon and Sydal should be a really good match. I'm looking forward to that one. That should be a pretty high-flying match.
I think Eddie and Aries could be good as well, too.
Wait, did you go live on YouTube? I completely forgot to ask. Yes, Babaruski. Peck and Rod saved the day. And, yes, we're live right now on YouTube as well. Yes, Sammy is really injured. Yes, he's really injured. Callahan. No, not that I know of. They added a women's match at All In. Yes, it's Tessa Blanchard, Rachel Ellering. No, not Rachel Ellering. Chelsea Green.
That'd be good.
I can't think of the other two ladies that they added, but we'll touch more on that on Saturday night's show as well, so we'll get more of our thoughts and comments on it.
All In also, even though we're not going to talk more Saturday, but All In also added Stephen Amell versus Christopher Daniels.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I know Dave's excited for that. He's a big Stephen Amell guy, and that should be interesting to see what happens with him and Christopher Daniels. Christopher Daniels can have a good match with anybody, so that should be a really good one as well. And Lethal will face the winner of the Battle Royal. Yep. And I think a woman's involved in that battle. Oh, Britt Baker and Madison Rayne and Chelsea Green and Tessa Blanchard. Oh, man, Madison Rayne. Woohoo! Can't wait. All right, so we're going to be signing off, everybody. Thank you for joining us again. Let's do a quick little shout-out to Kevin, Alice, Will Miller, Blissside, Red Sox fan, Jeff Ruski, Mr. Stone Cold Stunner, Budweiser, Danny, Shemaya Mills, Eduardo, Ted, Peckenrod, Babaruski, Jody Mania. Who else came in here? We had Justin pop in for a little bit. We had Dr. Huge in here, Reezy, Spez, Ducks, and everybody who dropped in the hearts, the super hearts, everything. Y'all guys are awesome. Yes, I've heard of Jordine Grace, Red Sox fan. She is fucking awesome. I was actually hoping she would be in the Mae Young Classic. Thank you, Budweiser, for the kind words. Thank you, everybody, for always joining us and always showing support on our show. It means the world to us. Don't forget, Thursday night we'll be live again for Impact and for NXT, and then Saturday, the Shoot the Shit show. So Saturday, no limits. We talk about everything. So I hope everybody can join us. I hope everybody has a great Wednesday because we want to see you Thursday night, everybody. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Y'all guys have a great night, and we'll see you guys Thursday night. Thanks, everybody.